Hello, welcome back, and we are going straight to on how we can create a tapered rafter and column knee joint creation. So let's switch back straight to technical structures environment. The knee joint is where this rafter connects with this column. So this is the connection we want to create between the rafter and the column. So let's just go straight and get started right away. So there are options for creating this manually. This is the connection, the knee joint connection. You can just double click on that. So let's just give some time to create that to bring the dialog box, or double click on it once again if it takes time. There's that one option where you can just pick on this column and pick on the rafter, and you have your knee joint connection in place. So that has it worked well. So I'm going to pick on the rafter once again and pick on this so that we have this in place. But it doesn't look nice. So this probably not the best joint I would like to see. So most of the time I do it manually and it looks more presentable to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create this manually, and this will be it will be a more presentable and more customization and more. It makes you learn more about the knee joint creation customization. So let me come to edit right here and come to split. So I want to split, I want to cut off this member here. So I'm going to first of all disable this, and I want to cut off that by coming to split, and I don't want to see this part or that flinch right there. So the next thing also I'm going to do is I want also to cut off this. But prior to cutting off that, I want to create an end plate between this point to this point. I'll come to steel and come to beam, and I'm going to probably snap right here at the edge of this flange. So I'll right click and come to perpendicular option, and I want to snap right here. Once I've snapped right here, I've created a member here. So I want to change this member to a plate. So I'll double click on that member and click on that profile button. And once I've done so, I'll be able to minimize that and scroll to plate options under profile catalog. So the plate profiles are there, and I'm going to pick let me just pick any part. I'll pick that plate. So this plate will be, because our web, our flange is 250. I'll change that to 250, and the thickness of our plate will be 16 millimeter. So that's it, and I'll go ahead and click apply and give it an OK. So probably we can change the class or the color of our flange, or of our end plate, and I'll click on that and click modify. So you can see this changing. We have our plate is in place. I'll double click on it. Then I'll come to rotations. I'll come to position here. So under position, we have three options: on plane, rotation, at depth. So I'll be able to use the second option. So under the second option, we have drop down arrow here, which has another several options. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to juggle or play with this until our plate sits in the right position where we intend, or where we think it will create a better joint between the rafter and the column. So let me just play with this so that you see how our plate looks like. It is the right position, but we need to slightly shift it to the other side. So how do you do that? I'll come to depth and switch to front. So that will take it to the front side. So we need two of these, more of a flange to look like a flange if we've done piping of, and there's a flange joint there. So I'm going to pick this and create another one there. So I have two plates in place. So in here, I want to create an extension of these plates up. So I press Control and press and select the other one. So I'm going to press Control once again and select this and select like that, and I'm going to create move. So if I move, let me just show you. If I click move, in what direction, in the Z axis. Let me just try that so that you see what I'm talking about. If you click on it, you can see it moves, but it's not on the right plane. So it has to follow. I have to reorient my XYZ plane or axis. So I'll come to view and come to view and come to work plane. So I have to align my plane with this plate or with this rafter. I'll click on that. The reason for that, I want to create an extension here. This plate will extend outward. So I'll come back again and select this plate and select this plate. Then press Control and press my left button and hold and select these nodes. So once I've selected those nodes, the two nodes you can see, I'll right click and come to move those nodes upward by 100 millimeter on along the y-axis. So by 100, but this time round it is not z-axis. We'll just copy this to y-axis right here and paste it right there. So I want to extend this outward. So I'll go ahead and click move. So that has moved outward, but still it's not the best height or the best length of our preference. First of all, check the distance. The distance is 86. 86 probably okay, we can work with that. So this extension, it has moved in the wrong way. So first of all, let me first of all select everything. Select this and press Control, select this. Select this, press Control, select that. So I'll press Alt, then select hold my left button and select on that. Right click and come to move, and along the y-axis I'll click move. So you can see it has moved, but not an entire plate. You just press Alt and select the nodes. So we have this in place. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to split this. I'm going to select this member rafter, and I'm going to snap it right there, select on that and snap it right there. And I'm going to remove this midpoint right there, the mid section right there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll come to split, select on that, and I'll select on that, select on that, and select on this. I'll move the midpoint, the midsection of this flange. So once I've removed this becomes useless now. So until that point, we have this connection in place, but it's not fully created. So at duty time, we don't want to make this session looks bigger because the attention of human being expires or get ripped off or get disoriented after 5 minutes. So let's pick this up on the next presentation or on the next lesson as part 2. Bye bye.